There is no greater love than to lay down your life for your fellow man. They are our heroes.
They were our family.
He was our caring son.
She's my beautiful daughter, my angel.
My little brother and my friend.
They made the ultimate sacrifice for our country.
She took pride in everything she did.
He did it because he loves the United States.
It really made him feel that he was part of something bigger.
I am so proud of him.
Corporal Holly Ann Charette.
Private First Class Nicholas Alexander Madaras.
Major Eugene T. McCarthy.
We remember them every moment, but on Memorial Day, we will remember
all of the brave men and women who gave their lives.
We will never forget.
And all the service members you just saw were athletes and sports fans who joined the service to defend the United States of America and made the ultimate sacrifice. Over 4,400 members of the U.S. military have died since the beginning of the Iraq War in March of 2003. And this story is about the legacy of one of those we lost, a young soldier who most likely you've never even heard of. Tom Rinaldi takes us outside the lines.
On autumn mornings here, as colors stir the trees, children play below. Across a fresh New England field, they kick and chase. 6,000 miles away, there is a different field. This one, bare and dry. But the sound is the same, as is the story. The story of a wish, and a name, and a ball. Nick Madaras poured himself into soccer from an early age. Growing up in Wilton, Connecticut, he was a tireless player, a teenage referee, and a devoted youth coach.
the children loved him. They really did, because he was funny and he would go in his flip-flops and he would have a lot of fun with the kids.
Upon graduating from high school, Madaras sought a brotherhood far beyond his hometown fields. Without telling his family, he enlisted in the Army. 8 months later, Private First Class Nick Madaras was in Iraq and in combat. Far from home, amidst the danger and chaos, Madaras found one thing familiar: children playing soccer, and he wanted to help them.
He was amazed at some of the things they could do. He just asked me if I had any old balls I could find to send over and he could give to the kids.
Those soccer balls never arrived. September 3rd, 2006. While on patrol in Bakuba, Iraq, Private First Class Nick Madaras was killed by a roadside bomb. He was 19 years old.
The casualty officer was a little surprised. He asked me who should receive the flag from the casket, myself or my wife, and I told him to give it to my little son. Christopher held on to that flag like he was never going to let it go.
Nick Madaras' life was over, but his legacy was just beginning to take shape. The shape of a ball. Ken Dartley never met Nick Madaras, but through a newspaper article learned of his love for soccer and his hope to bring a few balls to Iraq. Immediately, he approached the Madaras family with an idea.
The idea was to collect soccer balls, to put Nick's name on them,
and send them to Iraq.
A Korean War veteran, Dartley set up a simple net in front of American Legion post number 86 in Wilton. From the first few balls given by the Madaras family themselves, the total started to climb. A dozen, 100, 500. Eventually, thousands of soccer balls collected across the country, all sharing one thing.
His name is on every ball. That was the whole purpose, is to leave a legacy of Nick Madaras in Iraq.
An American military convoy heads for the Iraqi village of Koresh. They carry a unique shipment.
We want you to understand how important these balls are. Each one of these balls has a fallen soldier's name on it that came to Iraq trying to help kids just like you.
And then, 30 miles from where he was killed, soccer balls, each bearing Nick Madaras' name, were given away.
We would like to say to his family, it is true that he was killed and they lost him. But as far as we are concerned, he is present with the Iraqi children. And whenever they play soccer, they will remember him.
What does that ball represent?
It represents him. I mean, his spirit. I mean, his love for the game, his confidence. And hopefully it'll somehow transfer to those kids so they know that even though they're going through a really tough time right now, that there's always that game to help them get through it.
I see those kids living in those conditions, and they look so happy. And Nick is there with them. You know, how can that happen so far away in an isolated place like that? Nick's name is there.
The response to Kick for Nick has been astounding, and the movement has actually grown larger than the Madaras family could ever have imagined, thanks to kickfornick.org. Soccer balls have been collected all across the country as people reach out to support Nick's dream, and the campaign, fortunately, only continues to grow. As a free agent, Dirk Nowitzki could have left Dallas, but he has some unfinished business. Hear why not winning this year's title will stay with Dirk the rest of his life. And it's the moment many have waited for. Well, maybe not the guys who we'll see next. It is the top 10 you want no part of.
Wayne comes up with the steal. On his swing.